So in this problem, we have a softball leaves a pitching machine with a velocity of 355 meters per second. While accelerating, the softball moves with a distance of 17 meters. Then the softball hits the ground. Determine the acceleration of the softball and how long it took to hit the ground. So first I write down what is given. The original velocity initial is 0 meters per second because it starts at rest. The final velocity is 355 meters per second. The distance is 17 meters. The time is not given and acceleration isn't given. So the first thing I need to do to start to figure out how to solve the acceleration is start by getting the average velocity. Because we need the average velocity to find out the time, and we need the time to find out the acceleration. So it's like you have to go a certain way to go do it to get to this formula. You can't just go straight to it. So the way we're going to start is with the formula. Velocity average equals velocity 1 plus velocity 2 divided by 2. So we're going to take 0 meters per second plus 355 meters per second divided by 2, which gives me 177.5 meters per second as the average velocity. Then we're going to take the average formula and we're going to derive it. So average velocity is change in position over change in time. But we want to get time by itself. So we're going to multiply time, and time is going to be here by itself, equals average velocity divided by change in position. So then we're going to take change in time equals 177.5 meters per second divided by 17 meters gives me 10.44 seconds. So we're going to take the seconds and we're going to plug it into another formula. We're going to take the average velocity, the acceleration. And acceleration equals change in velocity over change in time, which ends up being velocity 2 minus velocity 1 divided by change in time. So we have the velocity 2 is 355 meters per second. Subtract 0 meters per second divided by the time we got above, which is 10.44 seconds, which gives us an acceleration of 34 meters per second squared. Then we come down here and we're going to take the average velocity formula, and it's going to be change in distance over change in time. And then we're going to switch it around because we want to get the change. We want to get time to see how long it took to hit the ground. So then we take change in position over change in average velocity, which they gave us 17 meters. And then we found up here the average velocity is 177.5 meters per second, which ends up being 0.095 seconds to hit the ground.